from Las Vegas, the entertainment, music, and sports capital of the world, it's the JJ and Johnny Show.
All right, we're there. It is episode 22 of the JJ and Johnny Show. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello from producer Cass. Johnny is in Los Angeles today, but Cass is here joining me, and we have a lot to talk about. It's November 1st. A huge election is just days away. Perhaps in a few days or a few weeks, we don't really know. We will know how this election is going to turn out. But the important thing is that you get out there and vote. No matter where you land on the spectrum, just get out there and vote. And I told Cass today that I dropped off my ballot. I actually dropped off my ballot and my husband's ballot. So I got 2 I voted stickers today. It was very fulfilling.
Nice. You double voted. I don't know if that's legal.
No, I know. I didn't even know if it was legal to drop off someone else's ballot for them, but it is. His had his name, mine had my name. I had to sign the outside. I hope I did everything correct. You hope you did everything correct. But they made it so easy when I got there, Cass. There was tons of cars in the parking lot. So I went to a community center that I'd never been to, didn't really know it was in my neighborhood, but it's really just about a mile and a half down the street from me. And I was like, wow, this is a really nice little park. So I kind of discovered a new park in the meanwhile.
I love that. I love that. You're taking a part of your community, voting, and discovering more of it. I love that.
When I pulled up, the parking lot was full, and there was a line of, I'd say it was under 75 people, but a line. Because people were actually going in to vote today. Either they were voting or registering to vote. I don't know. I got in the line, okay? And right away, one of the volunteers in a yellow shirt came up to me and said, hello, you don't need to stand there. You can stand here. And I was like, yes, sir. Okay. Hello. And he said, are you voting? I said, no, I'm just dropping off ballots. He goes, oh, you do not get in this line. I was like, again, sorry, sir. It was like a tight ship at my polling place.
Did he tell you what the line was for?
So the people in the line were voting, but I was there to drop off a ballot. Yeah, people are voting. People are early voting. They were actually going into the little kind of cubicles, and I don't know if they're punching. I didn't get that close. So I just went and dropped in the ballot. So easy. It was literally, the whole experience was 3 minutes.
That's how it should be. It should be so easy.
Yeah. Looking up all those local judges and stuff took me a lot more than 3 minutes, though.
And then trying to understand the verbiage on the things that they're proposing in local law, at least.
Isn't that
so
true?
hard to understand them. And I think they do that on purpose.
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, like the propositions and stuff.
Yep.
You're like, wait. So you have to read the pro and the con and then go back and reread it and go, is this saying what I think it's saying? Before you can really come up with an answer. So super interesting. Well, here's something that can distract you from the impending election if you're feeling a tad bit of anxiety, as many people in my life are, and that is donuts.
Donuts?
Yes. So I just came today from getting a pumpkin pedicure, but Pink Pox, the famous donut place that is just really so popular here in Vegas, they've just released their fall November donuts. Let's take a look. This is a pumpkin donut. Now, this is pumpkin to the extreme. Cass, you usually walk in here with a Starbucks coffee. Do you do the whole pumpkin thing?
You know
do you
what?
do pumpkin flavor?
I don't know if I do it out of spite or pride not to get the typical white girl pumpkin vanilla latte. I like it, but I'm not a regular drinker of it. I'm not. But it's good.
I don't drink my pumpkin. By the way, I didn't know there was any kind of like affiliation with race with pumpkin flavor. Is that a thing?
It's like it's the stereotype. It's like
white
girl fall. It's pumpkin latte season.
Yeah,
you have the Uggs and the flannels.
Okay.
It's like that.
It's become a bit of a thing.
Yeah, it totally is. It totally is.
Yeah, I don't drink my pumpkin. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take my pumpkin real. Like, I have made pumpkin loaf. I made like a pumpkin bread. Like, instead of making banana bread, I made pumpkin bread
That's good.
about 2 weeks ago. Delicious.
So good.
Also, pumpkins really come in handy. Can I share with you something very personal?
Yeah.
You know my dogs, Trixie and Lucy. Actually, we have their Halloween photo.
We do.
This is
look how
from
cute they are.
yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Trixie on the left and Lucy on the right. I took about 14 pictures. That was the one where they were both looking forward. But those are my fur babies. So my dog on the left, Trixie, as you can see, she's a senior citizen. She's retired. She's an angel face. I rescued her in Los Angeles 13 years ago. So she's probably, I don't know, 16 or 17. But she's been having stomach issues. And so we looked it up online, like, how do we help her go to the bathroom? She's not going to the bathroom. Or how do we stop her from going to the bathroom? Because she's kind of having some situations. So one of the techniques that we came up with, I don't know if this will work on your cats, because you're a cat lover and a cat mom, right? Is that a thing? Cat mom?
I think it is. It's kind of like dog mom.
Yeah.
Or fur mom is like, it accounts for both.
Right.
But yes, I'm a cat mom.
So being a
would say
cat
that.
mom, you know that sometimes your kitties might have problem going to the bathroom. So if you just Google how to get my dog to go poo online, one of the first things that comes up is actually to stick an ice cube on their rear end.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Because if you think of someone sticking an ice cube on your bottom, what would you do? If I held an ice cube to your bottom, what would you do? You'd go, ooh.
I would go ooh,
Right?
and not to be like too TMI, but I think I would clench rather than.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
So they say that one of the ways to get your dog to go poo is to put ice on their butt. And so we tried it. And I was really controlling, as I am with everything inside my house, because I'm kind of like the queen of my house. So I was telling my husband, you can't just put like a dry ice cube on there. You have to put like a little paper towel over it or something, because
Right.
what if it sticks to the skin of her butt?
Right.
That would be like incredibly painful. And by butt, I mean anus. I'm sure you guys have figured that out. All this time I've been waiting to get the nerve up to use the word anus. So there it is. So we tried it. We put it on her butt, and she immediately wags her tail, right? She's just kind of standing there because she's old. And you could tell, she's definitely feeling something because she's kind of looking around. And then she starts to walk off, and I follow her with the ice cube. We did about 3 rounds of this before I was just like, I can't do this. Like, this is just, it's a little bit weird, and it's not working. So we moved then to one of the next things on the list, and that is give them pumpkin. Like, this is the pure pumpkin that comes in cans, like what you would use if you made a pumpkin pie.
Okay.
So think like the inside of a pumpkin pie, minus the sugar. You don't want any crap in it. You give the dog a big teaspoon of pumpkin in their food. Bam! Within 12 hours, she was just moving and grooving.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea you could just use pumpkin.
So I have to say, I don't know if it'll work for cats. Like, we should look it up.
Yeah.
Can you look that
I'm
up?
going to look it up right now.
Does pumpkin make cats poop?
Stand by, everybody. Does pumpkin, if I could type,
Pumpkin?
pumpkin make cats poop?
I wish people could see this.
Yes, pumpkin can help cats poop by regulating their digestion and relieving constipation.
I am telling you.
Especially for hairballs, too. That seems so smart.
I'm telling you, it's like nature's miracle, okay? So anyone who is watching who's a dog mom, a cat mom, I can't speak for other 4-legged animals, like if you're a horse mom or a goat mom, I'm not sure. But you should always have a can of pumpkin around the house. That's going to be my new thing going forward, because when you find yourself in that situation where someone can't poo, you just pull out the pumpkin.
Does it work for us humans, too?
Google it.
We're Googling it right now.
This is a great question, Cass.
Does pumpkin make humans poop? It's the high
Yes,
fiber.
it's high in fiber.
Wow. Easy to digest and absorb.
Mm.
Beneficial. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Very
So
interesting.
let's get back to the pink box donuts that are being featured in Las Vegas. Can we show those again?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, Pink Box has really promoted the whole concept of like a donut that's pretty, that looks good.
It does.
I actually just last week brought Pink Box donuts to a senior event that I'd organized. I organized an event to teach seniors how to avoid cyber fraud, which is a super fascinating topic. But I brought Pink Box donuts, and let me tell you this, boom, they were gone. People loved them.
Oh.
Loved them. But because I knew I was going to a group of older people, I bought like the simple ones. Because when you think of like your grandpa or grandma, don't you think of like an old fashioned or like a
simple glazed.
simple glaze?
Yeah.
You know, maybe a sugar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're not going to bring a bunch of seniors like a pink and purple donut.
Right. Yeah. It seems
Yeah.
like it appeals more to kids and also me. Love the
Seriously?
super sweet super extra donuts. It's so
Do
good.
you?
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, JJ, do you know what's on top of these donuts? These pumpkin ones?
I do have the press release, but I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, I need to know. It looks
I know.
fantastic.
I
It
need
looks
to
so
know
good.
too.
But
You know what? We should bring one in studio
we
on
should.
Tuesday.
I've never had a pink box donut. Ever.
What?
Never. I hear so many good things about them, but
OMG.
I've never laid my palate upon one.
Wait, put the camera back on me for a moment. That's me being shocked that you haven't had a pink box donut. You are not qualified to be considered a Las Vegas local until you have a pink box
I
donut.
know. But I made one step closer to Pink Box. We went to Johnny's comedy thing the other night, his stand up, and I had Siegel's Bagel Mania.
Bagel Mania.
And
Okay.
that was fantastic.
I'm so happy for
so
you.
good.
What did you have?
I had it was like why can't I think of the meat? It's like the OG
Pastrami?
meat. Yep, I had a hot pastrami
Oh.
on like a onion bun.
Let me ask you this,
was so
because
good.
I do love a pastrami. By the way, if you're visiting Las Vegas, Siegel's Bagel Mania is a very colorful place right down by the convention center, kind of between Resorts World, the convention center, not too far from the Wynn, a stone's throw away from Fontainebleau.
Mm-hmm.
And they have such fabulous bagels and donuts and sandwiches. So I really love their sandwiches.
It was
They're like-
amazing.
In LA, like we always went to delis, like Jewish delis, at night after partying, and like in my early 20s. That was like where you'd go. Also, places like Cantor's in Los Angeles, they are the spots that are open 24 hours because there's not a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're out with friends, you're partying, and then you go to the deli. So, so I love like a good pastrami sandwich. But in LA, I don't know, like the more traditional deli sandwich is really dry. Okay, like
really?
yeah, like rye toast and then really like a massive amount of corned beef, but like dry.
No sauce.
Not enough to not, it's still just dry. It's a drier event. But I find at Siegel's Bagel Mania, the sandwiches are like really, I don't know, the meat just seems like fresher and moister and deliciouser.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say deliciouser is an
Yeah.
accurate word for that. It was just
Deliciouser.
juicy and amazing. And I say this
Deliciouser.
because Siegel's owns Bagel Mania and Pink Box, right? Are they related?
I don't know about that. I know that there is a pink box inside Siegel's Bagel Mania.
Mm.
I don't actually know if they're owners or if Pink Box is just there as a vendor,
Interesting.
invited in
Okay.
to supply the donut side of the business. It's interesting. It's an interesting example of here you have this giant bagel counter and they invite donuts to come in. You'd think it would be competition. But I think what they're
Yeah.
saying is, maybe what they're saying is, come in to get your bagels and get your donuts here too.
Right. Well, I wondered if they use the same kind of equipment and I don't know, kitchen things to make the donuts and the bagels. I wonder if there's like a synergy there. We're like, okay, we're gonna use this for the same kind of thing.
We should probably find out more about this.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something people who are watching really want to know.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah, we should find this out. Okay. We would love to see your Halloween photos.
Oh my gosh, Halloween was fun. I didn't celebrate on Halloween. I did like a pre-Halloween celebration. We went to a Halloween party with my boyfriend and a group of friends. I didn't have an exact costume. I dressed up as just a dead lady. So first picture is here, me with the twins, which hopefully we'll have on soon. They had a little charity dance thing they went to, and I went along with them, recorded some content. And then second picture is me with the whole gang, all my friends.
Is this your core group of friends?
This is
In
like my
Vegas?
Las Vegas core group that
I
I've known.
love
I've
it.
known for like a year. So it's my boyfriend Miles, the one I'm leaning up next to. I'm in the red dress. I'm leaning up next to Miles. He's
Yeah.
the dude from Big Lebowski, if you recognize it.
Yes.
But yeah, this is like my core Las Vegas group that I've gotten to know. So it was a great time. We went to Miles's grandma's fancy house, Miss Curry, the Subway lady. She threw a big party. It was very cool. It was awesome
Love
to
it.
be up there.
Love it.
Lots
oh my
of
God,
fun.
that's so much fun. Okay, well, coming up next week, we're going to be doing the podcast on Tuesday, which is also Election Day. That's right. We're going to brave it. We're going to go live on YouTube. And we'll have Johnny here. We may have a special guest that we're working on lining up that is, I'm just going to say it's pretty exciting. So make sure you join us here on Tuesday. And yeah, any parting thoughts, Cass? When are you going to vote? Are you planning on doing it before Tuesday or Tuesday?
I'd like to vote before Tuesday. I don't want to go out on the streets in the buildings during election day. I just feel like it's a little bit too chaotic, and I have to work. I don't have time. I don't get voter time off. I don't think. I have to talk to my boss about that. But yeah, I'll be voting before then.
I'll tell you this, it pays to go early because just think of this. When you park your car, it's like what I did today. All you're avoiding is a line.
Yep.
You might still have a little bit of a line, but there's nothing like the line you're going to get on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I know it'll be actually just insane.
In the most practical kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, everybody.
all right, guys, thanks for joining us. It's been episode 22. Next week, we will be back on Tuesday live with Johnny D, myself, and Cass for episode 23 of the JJ and Johnny Show. Live from Las Vegas. See you next week.
Bye, everybody. See you in a week.